is thinking nature is in our control. And not the other way around.
Yo, what's up everybody, D2Das here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the huge, scaly Hollywood monster himself, Godzilla, starring Ford Brody, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson from Avengers Age of Ultron, which was made a year after this movie, but who cares? Anyways, he's a Navy bomb expert who had just reunited with his family in San Francisco when he's forced to go to Japan to help his estranged father, Joe Brody, played by Hollywood himself, Bryan Cranston, from Kung Fu Panda 3, which was made recently, 2 years after this movie also. Anyhow, soon, both men are swept up in an escalating crisis when Godzilla, the king of the monsters, arises from the sea to combat malevolent adversaries that threaten their survival of humanity. The creatures leave colossal destruction in their wake as they make their way towards their final battleground, San Francisco. Wow, I don't even know where to begin with this movie. I mean, the first time I saw Godzilla was him squaring off with King Kong, which was made in 1963 on videotape that me and my family used to have 9 years back. The 1998 Godzilla, I saw parts of it where he was walking around New York City like he was a dinosaur, and he did look like a dinosaur back then, to be honest. And I heard some major negatives about it. It got like a 16% of rotten rating on Rotten Tomatoes. But hey, as always, I can't become a movie critic if I don't see sucky films, because that's my hobby. But this is no sucky film, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, to you, the story may come off as generic and typical, but for my opinion, it was something I've never seen before. I mean, true story, when me and my family went to see The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug in theaters 3 years ago, see my review if you want, but before the movie, we saw the teaser for this movie, and I gotta say, when I first saw it, it got me frightened, because I was still young back then, like let's say at the age of 16. I know it seems like a teenager to you guys, which makes sense, but in terms of maturity wise, I was still a kid back then. Anyways, what did I think of the movie overall? You better watch to find out. First of all, the CGI on Godzilla was super enormous. Just look at the size of him. From his introduction to the fights involving Godzilla, he looked super mega ultra humongous. Wow, now I realize that calling him a midget that he once looked in the 50s and 60s was very offensive. Big bucks all around, Warner Brothers. The cinematography was epic as well in accordance to size. Like for example, in the scene where the MUTO is swooping into the city was very cinematic. It gives you the feeling that a very intense fight is about to ascend. Yeah, sure, a lot of you are upset that Gareth Edwards didn't have much of the fight scenes, and I got the same feeling too, but does it compromise on what this movie's about? Are you kidding me right now? What really matters right now is how he directed the film in terms of acting-wise, story-wise, and how it was executed. The acting got me on the edge of my seat. The way that they're acting during those intense scenes, which is what I want, got me scared inside. It definitely feels like the end is coming, in terms of huge fictional monsters that is, which is still frightening and menacing, which is what it should feel like, and that's awesome. Also, the character development articulation was as iconic as it should be, but let's be honest, there are a few people out there who thought this movie was disappointing because they didn't show Godzilla at all in this movie, and I respect that. But for me, you can't show too much of Godzilla or it would crumble nonetheless. This movie just throws the unexpected at me to its max. You know I love me some intriguing mystery. In the end, Godzilla 2014 did exactly what Godzilla should feel like, and it was a great sci-fi blockbuster in terms of setting up the characters, keeping you in the dark for what's about to happen, and keeping you entertained to finally see Godzilla square up with another monster, which is what I mostly wanted to see, and it definitely paid off. So as a result, I rate Godzilla 2014 5 out of 5 stars. Cannot wait for its sequel to come out somewhere in 2019. It's gonna be sick. So Godzilla 2014, have you seen it? If you haven't, let me know in the comments which Godzilla movie would you mostly prefer. This movie, the 1998 version, or the ones that are made in the 50s or 60s, whichever you see fit. But if you have, come back and let me know what you thought about it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for that review. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.